Who would you like to have dinner with, past or present? Now that's a question, but I'm going to change it up. I'm going to say, what would you serve?
Caviar.
Caviar.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you know what? And the person I would want to serve it to is someone who doesn't like caviar.
Okay, well, I'm coming. Okay, which one? Game of Thrones or Stranger Things?
I've seen neither one. They both seem very scary.
Okay. What is your favorite breakfast food?
I'm going to go eggs.
Eggs. How do you like them cooked?
Scrambled, a little bit of cheese.
Okay, and do you want to talk about your mom's recipe for hard-boiled eggs, which is fantastic?
Here's my mother's hack for hard-boiled egg. Okay, you take a dozen eggs, you put them in a pot to boil. You go back to your bedroom, put a wet, damp towel over your eyes, and call a member of the UFT. Okay. Eventually what happens is the water boils out of the pot of eggs, and you are now frying hard-boiled eggs, right? So at some point they explode, and due to the size of the pot, they have nowhere to go but to your ceiling. They splatter all over the ceiling. Then you come home and you smell World War II, which is the smell of sulfur, and you get your kitchen painted. And that's how my mother made hard-boiled, just the ceiling.
Oh my
We had our kitchen ceiling painted twice a year.
And where was that apartment?
Washington Heights, 635 West 174th Street, apartment 5J.
Wow. Do you ever go by there? Is it who, you don't know who lives there, but do you ever just drive by?
You know what? I don't, but my cousin Kenny, not cousin Mike the child molester, my cousin Kenny sent me a photo. He was there last week, and they put a new fake fancy front with pillars in front of the, so it's very exciting.
Sounds classy.
Yeah, classy.
What's your favorite music?
Neil Young.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy. He's a citizen now.
I know.
How about that?
And he lives in Telluride, Colorado.
Do you know him? Do you hang out with him?
I don't know him, but if you're listening, I'm in Telluride, and boy, I'd love to bring you over and serve you caviar. Come with Daryl. You know, he's married to Daryl.
I sure do, yeah.
He did a concert in Telluride a few years ago that was extraordinary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You've got to come if you don't have oxygen problems.
Yeah, we'll have...
Bring the rabbit.
We're gonna... Yeah, okay. Who was your favorite... your rabbit. Who was your idol growing up?
Mickey Mantle.
That's right.
And Elliot Erwitt.
Yes. Okay. What is your favorite international cuisine?
Chinese. If I could only eat one meal the rest of my life, it would be Chinese food.
What kind? Moo gai, huh? What would it be?
Well, you know...
You're like...
I'm going to tell you, Amy, and I'm not going to be able to say it with that such a cool Chinese accent the way you did. Anything with pork.
Okay.
Spare ribs.
Oh, yes, spare ribs.
Any shrimp dish, any lobster dish, anything that's trafe, I'm there.
Okay. All right, what is your favorite candy bar?
Snicker.
Do you like it frozen or do you like it room temp?
Frozen was always good, but I'm going to go room temp.
Okay. Do you have a favorite season?
Yes. Autumn.
Autumn. That's my favorite season.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And it means that it's going to get depressing soon.
It's
always good.
Yeah, I don't mind winter. A lot of people hate winter, but that tells me when I can turn my oven on. I mean, you know what I mean? When it gets dark out early, I love it. I love 5 o'clock, pitch dark, oven goes on, curtains come down. It's great.
Do you start a fire or you just put the oven on?
Put the oven on. I have a fireplace and I can use it, but I haven't used it in a couple years. What's your favorite, this is broad, but what's your favorite childhood memory?
Sleeping.
Yeah, that's great. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
No.
Okay. And do you have a favorite animal?
Yes. I've always loved the koala. Koala. Can you pronounce it so it sounds
koala.
Yeah, thanks.
Why?
They were kind of cute and sad, and you know, I hear they're nasty, but I didn't know that growing up. And I had a stiff koala.
Who gave it to you?
Weirdly, my father, he was in New Guinea during World War II and would have R&R in Australia. And in fact, One of my chapters is about how whenever my mother cooked a particularly bad meal, which would have to be particularly
always
bad.
Oh my God.
My father and I would look at each other and go, Fisk, because Lieutenant Fisk was eaten by the Japanese during World War II. And my mother would go, oh, you guys.
What's your go-to workout? Because you look fit as a fiddle. You look really healthy.
Well, that's the makeup because I was on Kelly this morning.
Yes, he's
you know what? Here's my thing. We live in Telluride, Colorado. Our house is at 10,000 feet. If we were an airplane, we would have to be pressurized. So walking the dog, I walk 1.5 miles a day with the dog. Not Whiskey, he's dead.
Yeah.
We have a Portuguese water dog named Buddy. And so that's my exercise, walking at 10,000 feet.
And are you mentioned airplane. I know you've got a great chapter in your book about the airplane crash.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go into it, but it's a really good chapter. But how long did it take you to get on another airplane after that one?
Oh, the next day. Here's the amazing thing. I always viewed getting off an airplane as a failed suicide.
I love that.
I always was in fear of flying. I was in an airplane crash. We destroyed 5 other parked airplanes, cars, fences, and what I learned is the reason you're afraid of flying is unlike, let's say, a car crash, which is like instantaneous and you're dead, or unlike a long illness that might take years. The problem with a plane crash is for 4 minutes, you're going to die. And what's that 4 minutes going to be like? Are you going to regret the past? Are you going to weep uncontrollably? Are you going to think, I never should have gotten up? But here's what happened. You just go calm and you know you're going to die, which is what happened to me. In fact, I tried different line readings of "And Now I Die."
Yeah. Which I wrote down would have been a good title for your book also.
And Now I Die.
I thought that wouldn't be a bad title for a book, but then I liked your title. But go on.
But would it be "And Now I Die" or would it be "And Now I Die"? Where do you put the italics on?
I think the first way you said it.
And Now I Die.
Maybe. Well, now you've now I have to think about it. I don't know. Anyway. So.
In any case, what happens is you learn that it's okay.
Yeah.
And it made me a better flyer. In fact, the flight attendant sued the company and got money, but I couldn't sue because it made me a better flyer. It's a really good chapter.
It's a really good chapter. And you said you went on Letterman, and Letterman knew the pilot. I love
Letterman knew the pilot and had, Letterman has so much orange makeup, and he turned as white as a ghost.
Wow.
Which is hard for Dave wearing that stuff. Letterman said, "Oh my God, was that Gloria?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "She used to be my pilot." So he went home thinking, wow.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
Somebody could write a book on the conversations you have with Letterman between, during the commercial break.
Well, as you know, it's a rare person that gets to have that joyful experience.
Yeah.
You did, I did,
yeah.
Most don't.
Yeah, I guess so, right. Yeah, that's a good chapter. When did you ever leave home? Oh, what do you never leave home without? Oh, we have to wrap up soon. All right, I'll make these faster. All right, what do you never leave home without?
2 watches, 3 phones, and
wow.
Lots of chapsticks.
Okay. Do you have a favorite superhero?
No.
What's your favorite time of the day?
Can you, what?
Okay, what's your favorite time of the day?
5. It's when you can actually have your first martini.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
No.
No, isn't that so awful with a hot lunch? Okay, what is your favorite? What is your favorite board game?
Growing up it was Monopoly, because here was the secret to winning a Monopoly. If you really wanted Boardwalk and the guy wouldn't sell it to you for $2,000. Use real money. I would give them like a quarter or 50 cents, and so I was always...
didn't steal from you. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
Did you ever have a favorite teacher?
Yes.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Oh, Mr. Polisi.
What did Mr. Polisi teach?
Social studies.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. What was he nice to you?
He called me Mr. Sonnenfeld.
Mr. Sonnenfeld.
Yeah.
And then you had a teacher who called you Mr. What is it? Mr.
The little professor.
The little professor, because you had a little button-down shirt.
Yeah.
And do you like popcorn with or without butter?
Without.
Who's your favorite author?
Sedaris.
Oh, there you go. Who has impacted you the most?
My wife.
Oh, nice.